Aloha, Jaden Fox, and I'd like to talk to you about a topic of questions and something that I call windows of awareness. What if every time you ask a question, you open up a window of awareness in a wall of unconsciousness? So let's say that you have a topic that you have not looked at a lot, you've not asked a lot of questions about. It's just the viewpoint that this reality has handed you, or your family or your education or your religion or whatever has handed you. And so you have this wall of viewpoints that hides what really is going on in this reality, and it's behind that wall. So when most people first start becoming aware or aiming towards becoming more conscious, they're pretty much in a dark room, dreaming of the light that exists outside of that. And how do you get that light? How do you open to allow that light in? Well, one of the ways to do that is to ask a question about some topic that's dark or some topic that's occluded that you can't see. And so you have this wall around this particular topic of relationship, or around your finances, or around whatever. And a great place to start is, well, what big questions can I ask to change all of this? And just keep asking questions every day, multiple times a day. Just keep asking new questions about this that explore what's actually going on behind that topic. What is the truth about it? Most often, what creates that wall of unconsciousness are viewpoints of erroneous limitations, like lies about what really is true for you in your reality. So when you ask a question about it, and when you get those good questions, it's like, ooh, you start to like kind of tingle, and that's you bringing in new information. You're looking for questions like that. Questions that are like, they don't do as much as questions that are ones that like give you tingle. So you keep looking for, what questions can I ask? What big questions can I ask that take me into a place where I can look at something bigger than I've ever looked at it before, deeper than I've ever seen before, beyond anything I have ever thought about that thing before. And you just keep asking questions. And each time you do that, you take that solid wall and you put a new window of awareness in it. It's like installed in that wall. Once you get awareness, you're seeing beyond. You see a little window beyond that wall, and you see something, and you can't tell what that is exactly. You just kind of see light coming through, or you get a little bit of information about it, but you don't have the context of it because you got this little window of awareness. But there's this big wall, and you have now a little window of awareness. And so you ask another question, and you get another window. And you ask another question, you get another window. And all by itself, those little windows of awareness that you get seem insignificant. And they seem like, well, what am I going to do with that? You just keep asking more questions and more questions and more questions and more questions and more questions. And over time, that what used to be a solid black wall now becomes a wall that has all these windows in it, has all this light starting to come through. And as you get enough windows in that wall by asking enough questions and getting enough awareness on that topic, you start to see what's beyond the wall. You get enough little squares of awareness or truth about what's really going on. You start to see beyond the wall, outside of that wall. And that's when it starts to become more tangible, and it starts to become more real, what you can actually do with that and how you can begin to take that wall down. And you can take down an entire wall once you can see enough of what's behind that wall. So what big questions can you ask today that will start to put windows of awareness in areas of unconsciousness in your life that you're seeking to change? And just keep asking questions, and just keep asking questions, and just keep asking questions. Like, how do I do all these wild things that I do, and how do I understand all the things that I've understood? I keep asking a lot of questions constantly about everything. And I look for the places that nobody else is willing to look, and nobody else wants to ask questions about that. Oh, we're not going to look at that topic. I'm like, let's look there. Let's see what that is. What is that? Oh, what's it? What's going on under there? What's behind that? And the more questions I ask, all of a sudden, I start to see a bigger and bigger and bigger picture. And the more questions you ask, the easier this whole dance starts to get. If you're not asking questions, it's not about the information. It's about the process of asking questions and getting more windows so you can see a bigger picture. So what big questions can you ask today in areas that are dark to you that would totally change your reality? What areas, a good question to start with is, what areas of my life could I start asking questions on that would make the biggest change in my life? And go at it. And don't stop going at it until that changes. Don't ever stop asking questions until you see so many pictures, so many windows in your wall that all of a sudden you can just take that wall down and then find another wall. Keep asking more questions. So what big questions can you ask today to open up windows of awareness that can never be closed again?